Okay, I'm selling the British pound here. If it goes up, they're going to fill me on these tickets I laid in there, so we'll see what happens. So it's 25 minutes since this broker updated the 4-hour candle. My next broker is not updated yet on the 4-hour candle, so I laid in a bank of sell orders up in here to capture a spike, possibly on the British pound, if it can get up there in about 4 hours. These are all 4-hour tickets, so you kind of have to get there and get her done. Like here's the euro dollar. See, now this broker hasn't updated yet, so this is possible pullback in here. Fill these tickets. Then this broker hasn't updated yet either on the 4-hour. So only have one. This is euro dollar 4-hour. Is the euro dollar updated though on the 4-hour here? So another 4-hour candle down, bring you down into here for another equal. This can be another. It's got to move another 25 pips to get to the round handle to retouch that, and then reverse. If you want to buy, if you want to bid it through this window, you certainly want to pick up as many tickets as you can. Let's take a look at the close only euro dollar 4-hour candle. Let's see, we don't have this little zigzag that we have on this other broker. So it depends what broker you got, and then look at the 4-hour on close here. You get this really nice top bottom behavior on this broker and the 4 hours, so you could justify pulling the trigger here on this broker because you're getting it off this perfect trend line. That's not a bad trade. Sell right at that trend line. So everybody has a different rhythm broker wise. Now that's the euro dollar, and then the euro dollar again. Different broker. No perfect trend line. You just make the argument for a trend line break and pull back into support at this broker. So every broker tells a different story. This broker is saying that the tools are too deep into the platform. Okay, so this one is, I guess a perfect trend line channel. Set argument. But yeah, if you're going to sell the euro, you definitely want to be selling up here. So now we're looking for this crazy plungeola. Here's 530. Possible plungeola into here. So I want to pick this up at 60 pips deep in 4 hours if they can smash it back into here. And then I would say the next idea is to look at this other broker, see if I need to put orders in here about 60 pips deep. Now this is a different flight plan on this one. I'm probably going to get 70 pips deep here. Expecting some real crazy reshuffling of the deck before the housing report's coming out at 8:30, so you got 3 hours before that. So yeah, I just have to now this was my sell here. Scalp this British pound coming into this window of just nicking the top of that and just going for a few quick and easy pips there. But of course in my mine's dreamland. Of course this is what I bought yesterday, was the swing off of this grabbing of all these tickets that were in here. So and then of course if you had a stop in here, you're pretty safe to capture this scalp window. And then of course it did the classic grab all these tickets and ram it north because it's really in an uptrend on the longer time frame. You know, whatever your pace of trend. But now we're getting the problem where I broke this, and possibly this is now a new resistance here, so you could build the argument for the down channel forming now. This equidistant tool, because that's not available. Okay. But they really let you know. They really let you know you can't do that. But here would be the down stairway forming now, possibly British pound. Of course, I'm just scalping this 10 pip window here. So go back to the euro dollar drama. I think I'm slightly long this. Looking for it to reshuffle the deck. This seems like a really premium broker. This is New York time broker. It's 5 p.m. updates on this. So the New York chart gives you, for RSI people, it gives you the best entry, I think. You're getting this beautiful two-period reversal here, and then you have this top bottom here. So, but the other brokers are interesting for if you miss the move, there's another chance to board the train on the other broker, possibly, like say the top bottom still exists on this one up in here, and then there's some nice this internal top bottom here, which probably doesn't exist on the other broker. It's certainly not as clean, but yeah, it looks like they're just going to want to take that euro back into here, dive bomb back into here possibly, and grab some more tickets, and then they're going to want to maybe finally close that window to the north side. Let's go to the daily here for a second. Of course, it kind of destroys my whole thing there, but yeah, this would be a double top here. Okay, so now we're getting the pullback on the British pound. It's dipped into this window, and it's pulling back. So I'm cashing out of that one, and then let's see here. Got the there's not much you can draw on a 4-hour chart. Sadly, just have to wait for that to set up here. Here's a dollar Canadian, looking to buy this on a plunge. Always looking to buy plunges. Buy down here with a stop down here. Capture this window for a scalp bank. Might get some housing starts and all that stuff, and who knows. Honestly, who cares? So here, Australian dollar looking for a possible plunge into no man's land. Capture a spike down here, 70 pips deep. That's 4-hour bank, and what else is there? I just shop around for stuff, I guess, that's on sale. This one looking for a sell-off. I guess I'm looking for everything just to go to hell, but I'll buy it. I'll buy it when it's in hell. This is my catch a falling knife theory. So this one, place them in at 80 pips deep. Could be one of those days where 80 pips is just totally doable. You know, can happen here. So, a 4-hour chart, it's pretty boring. You know, let's say here, let's buy 100 pips deep all day on this one for a retrace. Put in this order bank will last all day here. So, if we can come down and hit that without going below this stop, then that'd be nice, and then I can get in 200 pips deep and walk away, take a nap. Let's see, about 200 pips spike here. I call this all day on this, 200 pips. Just walk away, set it and forget it. Do you really want to attach it? Well, that's because I have the thing turned on there. But I really do want to attach it. So let's see what that looks like. This is buying 200 pips deep for the if they reshuffle the deck today on the currency market. This is a pretty light order. That's not too risky. Coming back into here for that. And here's a deeper one. Is this is only 4 hours here, so I'm gonna for 4 hours and commit to 200 pips deep for 4 hours. That's what that looks like. But it's kind of stupid trading. It's probably the dumbest way to make money there is, because you're really basically betting against the clock. You know, it's like beat the clock. But gosh, if we could come down here and make a 200 pip sweep into that, what a deal. Now here's 150 pips deep. This broker's really slow. Okay, there's 150 to 250 pips with a 300 pip stop. This lasts 4 hours, so yeah, hopefully there's enough money in the account and blow it up. Of course, when you were back here on this stuff, like, wow, wowie zowie, oof, look at that. So it's not like it can't happen here. Okay, so I think that bank's done loading. Now I'm going to put in a buy, come back to, that's the weekly chart, so we're going to come back to just looking at the 1 hour chart to see if there's anything I could put in here. So now I'm just going to put in a super tight, this is 30 pips, and this is going to last like 1 hour. So it's got 1 hour to come back, and I'm actually on the 1 hour chart. So it's got 1 hour to come back and fill me before it launches up possibly. So this would be the retrace. This would be the retrace pullback thing that could possibly happen, and just kind of a scalp, kind of a low risk scalp. These tickets are going to evaporate in 1 hour, and that's the coming up into this on the 1 hour, and this one I'm slightly short this, waiting to get this is my take profits down here. I guess a little bit greedy on the take profit down here, but I think I'm just going to have to scalp out of this right now. I don't think it's going down. I think it's going back up. So there's all these pendings here, so there's plenty of exposure over the next 4 hours to, you know. And then here, if I delete that, now come in and say I'm going to buy like, okay, 50 pips deep. I'll buy 60 pips deep in the next 4 hours. So if they can ram it down here for a crazy spike in 4 hours, of course I can always delete these. Well, the news isn't coming out. The big meeting's not coming out for, you know, hours. So you're not going to expose yourself to the Fed interest rate at 2 p.m. But you are going to expose yourself to the 8:30 swing. So and then the Dow Jones open. So all this drama in here is very spike worthy, easy, quick money, and then it's just drift, and then it'll be insane. I guess at 2 p.m. it'll probably just rip your face off in the other direction. So I don't know if you want to trade that, because that might be a little bit too much even on the 4 hour chart. Like if you even on the daily, you could see the market just do like one of these maneuvers, and kind of really surprises people when the market's been this quiet and all of a sudden it's just rip your face off. So buyer beware, trade at your own risk there. All right.